everyone, I'm Jack and I'm back and I'm going to do my quick updates. So where I'm at now is getting the fender flare, the real fender flare, to fit where the template was. So the first thing I did was I put the real fender flare inside of the template, marked where the bottom edge of this was, and then cut off the excess. This excess was down here like so. All right, so that has it mounted. You can see that that allowed me to push that in somewhat from where it was. It was stopped by this piece right here further out. So now that's not the case, but I'm still not there. I did put one screw there, so it's held up here. It's propped up with that piece of wood and the cottage cheese container because I got those all over the place. The issue now is, if you look, the fender flare slants out at the bottom. It needs to go in, what is that, an inch or two? The way I'm going to check that, hopefully the square is close enough, is using the square. So I take this square and put it on the ground, put it against here, there we go, prop it up, and there you can see the bottom is out, what's that, 1.5 inches or so. I could measure it, let me do that. I'm just so used to eyeballing everything. Tape measure. I'm trying to put tools up so I can find them, otherwise I spend way too much time looking. In fact, I was looking for that nut driver, and then there's another tape measure. Two tape measures should not be in the same place. Kind of redundant. All right, so let me see if I can do this with one hand. Probably not. Let me find something to hook it on. Let's hook it on the window here. There we go. There we go. That should be enough. All right. So if I look at this, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, something like that. So that's how much I need to cut off of that bottom to allow it to slide in so it will be parallel. You know what I could do? I could use that square and mark it. As you can see, a lot of this stuff I think of as I go. I'm a wing it kind of guy. All right, a lot of people like to plan everything out. I don't do that. Okay, so let's assume the top right there, but this has to go like that. So, again, hard to do with one hand, but I'll take this and I'll take my marker, and this isn't highly accurate, but it's close enough. There we go. Okay, so now get it from here. Even that, you can see the top is it's not quite parallel to the wheel. It's close though. So you can see how much I need to move the bottom in. I need to move the bottom in. Oh, that's it. The difference between where the outside edge is and that mark. Roughly. It's not exact. All right, so get my tape measure again. So I need to cut off whatever has to be cut off to allow the bottom to come in. Sure enough, 1.5 inches. Well, 1.25 inches. Let's see, there's 1 inch. So yeah, it's not quite 1.5 inches. So let's call it 1.25 inches. All right, so I need to figure out what do I need to cut off of this inside, because that's what's keeping it from going in right now. So you can see it's probably this hump right here. And if you remember, when I was making this thing, I knew this curve in right here was wrong. That's why I didn't bother finishing off that bottom part. And if you look right here, if you remember one of my previous videos, I pointed out that this is absolutely straight from this last section right here, and this one is not. It curves in. I thought about making a piece, filler piece right here, but you can see this area here is just so rough that I'm not sure how much I would gain by doing that. So instead, I'm just going to cut off that section that I need to, move this in, and then see what I've got. So I'll do that next. All right, like I said, I'm just trying to help everyone figure out, what do you do when you take these Frankenstein parts off of one thing, try to put it on another thing, doesn't work, then what do you do? And this is what you do. Oh, the other thing, it's too close to the tire right there. So it also needs to rotate back, which means this lip that sticks out here and it's hitting there needs to come off so that this thing can move back. What would that be? Yeah, okay. If you look at this, I can stick my hand in right here. I can't do it right here. So this needs to go back. And I don't want to move the whole, I could move the whole fender back, but then I'm worried about clearance right here. And I know about the clearance here because of the other side. I had to fight to get that clearance. So I don't want this back any further, because then the wheel's going to have issues turning. So that means that I need to move this back, actually up, because I need more clearance there too. So this whole thing needs to move. And you can see where it should be up at least that 1/4 of an inch, probably more. And then this needs to move down a little bit. So there'll be some jockeying to go, but I've got to fix this bottom corner first. That's my next thing. All right, like, subscribe, hit the alert, hit the thanks if you want to donate. And if you don't like what I'm doing, you don't know Jack. Bye.